Okay. Dear students, let us start the discussion of multiple choice questions on the chapter transport in plants. And previously we have studied the theory part. Okay, in YouTube classes only. Okay, and in the plant physiology part, what are the five chapters? One is transport in plants. Then second one is mineral nutrition. Then third one is photosynthesis in higher plants. Then fourth one is respiration in plants, and fifth one is plant growth and development. Right? And actually, this chapter was deleted from PO board, but for competitive examination, all the topics are important only, right? And based on all the chapters we should practice the multiple choice questions, right? Okay. And remember, before going to understand the multiple choice questions, you should be thorough with the theoretical part. Okay. And before attending the competitive discussion, okay, please watch the YouTube videos on this particular topic. Okay, and after watching the videos, once again you compare with the textbook information and read and understand it thoroughly. Okay, and if any small confusions are there, we'll discuss it later. Okay, but uh, I hope you can understand the textbook information by observing or by watching the YouTube video lessons, right? Okay, whatever the matter is there in the textbook, we explained the same thing, right? And based on the theoretical part, remember, based on the theory part only, normally the multiple choice questions will appear in the KCET as well as in NEET examination. Okay, and let us start the discussion, right? Okay, and here question number one. Okay, in the first concept. Okay, means of transport. Okay, this is the subheading, right? In the means of transport, the different questions are like this. Number one, in flowering plant. Okay, in flowering plant we need to transport. Okay, in flowering plant we need to transport. What are the different options here? One is water and mineral nutrients, then second one is organic nutrients, then third one is plant growth regulators, and fourth option is all of the above, right? And here, according to the question, the correct answer is in a flowering plant, the substances that would need to be transported are water and mineral nutrients, then organic nutrients, and even the plant growth regulators or plant hormones, right? Okay, so according to the question, what is the correct answer here? Option D is the correct answer. All of these, right? In flowering plant, we need to transport all these, right? Water and mineral nutrients, organic nutrients, as well as the plant growth regulators or hormones. Okay, so option D becomes the correct answer, right? Then let us go for next question. Okay, second one. What is there? For covering a small distance. Okay, for covering a small distance, the substances move by, right? What are the different processes involved here? One is diffusion, then second one is cytoplasmic streaming, then third one is active transport, then fourth one is all of these, right? And here for covering or for moving a small distance, the substances move by all the three processes like diffusion, then cytoplasmic streaming, and even by the active transport. Okay, so option D becomes the correct answer. Okay, then let us go for next question. Question number 3. transport over longer distance is known as, okay, transport over longer distance is known as, okay, the options are like this. One is a translocation, then second one is a transformation, then third one is transduction, and fourth one is diffusion, right? And here the transport over longer distance is known as translocation. Okay, the correct word related to the aspect or the transport in plants is translocation. Okay, it is nothing but transport over longer distance. Okay, longer distance, it is called translocation. Okay, and remember, there are different options here like B, C and D, right? And already you know about the D option, diffusion. Okay, diffusion will help her only a small distance, right? Okay, we have studied about the meaning or definition of diffusion. What is diffusion here? The movement of molecules or ions from their higher concentration to the lower concentration till the equilibrium is reached. Okay, this is called as diffusion. This is different. Okay, and regarding transformation, but this is not related to concept here. Normally this word is related to the genetics, right? What is transformation here? The change in the genetic property of an organism. Okay, the change in the genetic property of an organism due to the entry of foreign genes. This is called as transformation. Okay, but remember this term is related to genetics. Okay, again transduction. Okay, this is also related to the same concept, genetics only. Okay, transduction means what here? The transfer of viral, okay, the transfer of viral or bacterial or both bacterial and viral DNA from one cell to another, from one cell to another by using a vector called as bacteriophage, by using a vector called as bacteriophage, right? Okay, but these two concepts are different, totally different. Okay, like transformation and transduction. So we are going to leave all these B, C, D, and what is the correct answer here? Option A becomes the correct answer. It is translocation only, right? Then fourth question. What is there? Which of the following undergoes multi-directional transport? Right? The question is like this. Okay, which of the following undergoes multi-directional transport? Okay, the options are like this. One is water, then B is mineral nutrients, then C is organic nutrients, then option D is both B and C, right? Okay, and according to the question, option D is the correct answer. Okay, it is nothing but both B and C, mineral nutrients as well as the organic nutrients. Okay, they will show the multi-directional transport in the plant body, right? Okay, so option D is the correct answer. Okay, then let us move on to the next question, question number 5. Okay, what is there? Transport of which substance? Transport of which substance is essentially unidirectional in xylem? Okay, transport of which substance is essentially unidirectional in xylem? Okay, the different options are like this. One is water, then second one is mineral nutrients, then third one is organic nutrients, then fourth option is both A and B, right? And for question number 5, option D is the correct answer. It is both A and B, right? Mhm. Water as well as the mineral nutrients. Okay, um, they are said to be essentially unidirectional in xylem. Okay, and remember the main function of xylem. Okay, it is involved in the conduction of water along with the mineral nutrients, right? Okay, but it shows the unidirectional movement. Okay, unidirectional movement in the plant body, right? Okay, so option D is the correct answer, right? Then question number 6. Select the correct statement from the following. Okay, select the correct statement from the following. Okay, what are the different options here? One is option A, mineral nutrients taken up by the roots and transported upward into stem, leaves and growing region. Okay, then here option A is correct one. Okay, then option B, what is there when a plant part undergoes senescence? The nutrient always remain in the senescence part and gets lost from the plant. This is incorrect. Why? Okay, when a plant part undergoes senescence, the nutrients may be withdrawn from that part and it may move to other part. Okay, it may move to the growing parts. Okay, so because of this one, option B becomes incorrect. Then let us see about the third option, right? In flowering plant, the complex traffic of compound in unorderly manner moving in different direction. Okay, this is incorrect one because in flowering plant, okay, in flowering plant, the complex traffic of compound in orderly manner moving in different direction. Okay, so C is also incorrect. Then D, all hormone shows a polarized movement. Okay, not all the hormones show the polarized movement. Okay, only some hormones can show the polarized movement. Okay, so because of this one, only A statement is the correct one. Okay, so option A becomes the right answer, and the remaining three are or remaining three can be considered as the incorrect statements, right? Okay, then let us move on to the next question. Question number 7. What is there? Diffusion can occur. Okay, diffusion can occur between, okay, between one part of cell to other part, cell to cell, then intercellular space to outside of leaf, all of these, right? And here diffusion can occur. Okay, it shows all these possibilities, right? So all of these is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer, right? Diffusion can occur between one part of cell to other part, or from cell to cell, or from intercellular space to outside of leaf. Okay, all possibility is there, right? So option D is the correct answer, right? Then question number 8. Okay, what is there? The only mode of gaseous movement in plant body is, okay, the only mode of gaseous movement in plant body is, what are the different options here? Diffusion, osmosis, then facilitated transport, then fourth one is all of these, right? And according to the question, what is the correct answer here? Option A, diffusion. Okay, option A, diffusion is the correct answer. Okay, the only mode of gaseous movement in plant body is diffusion, right? This already have studied in the concept. Okay, the importance of diffusion in the plant body, right? Okay, for question number 8, what is the correct answer here? Option A, right? Then let us move on to the next question. What is that one? Ninth one. Okay, what is the question here? Which of the following is incorrect about diffusion? Okay, which of the following is incorrect about diffusion? Okay, how many statements they have given here? Totally 6 statements are given. Okay, let us study one by one. Statement 1, molecules move in random fashion. Molecules move in random fashion. Okay, uh, move in random fashion. Then it occurs from higher to lower concentration. It is a slow process. It does not depend on living system. Protein carriers are required. It is a passive process, right? Okay, among all these 6 statements, only fifth statement is incorrect. Okay, protein carriers are required. What they have mentioned here, protein carriers are required, but for this process protein carriers are not required, right? Okay, so which option becomes correct here? Option B. Okay, only 5. Okay, only 5, right? Then let us move on to next question. Question number 10. Diffusion rate is affected by. Diffusion rate is affected by. What are the different options here? Concentration gradient, then membrane permeability through which it occurs, then pressure and temperature, then all of these, right? Okay, the rate or the diffusion rate is affected by all these factors, so option D is the correct answer. Okay, option D is the correct answer, right? Okay. Then question number 11. Find out the total number of false statements from the following. Okay, and here 4 statements are given, and among these 4 statements we have to identify the total number of false statements, right? And what is the first statement here? The diffusion rate depends on size of the substrate, right? Then second one is diffusion across membrane depends upon the solubility of lipids. Then membrane protein provides sites for hydrophilic substance to cross membrane. Then facilitated diffusion do not require concentration gradient, right? Like this 4 different statements are there. Okay, and among this one the correct answer will become A here, right? A. Okay, only one statement is correct. Okay, what is that statement? Let us understand it. Okay, uh, statement 4. Statement 4. What is there? Facilitated diffusion do not require concentration gradient. They have mentioned like this. Okay, but this is, or the facilitated diffusion, it will require the concentration gradient. Okay, it should be already there. Okay, then only the facilitated diffusion will occur, right? Okay, so only fourth statement is incorrect one. So which option will become correct now? Option A. Option A becomes the correct answer, right? Okay, then let us move on to the next question. Question number 12. Okay, what is there? Facilitated diffusion requires dash to transport a substance across membrane. Okay, A, special membrane protein, then B, ATP, then C, protein inhibitor, all of these, right? And here the correct answer should be option A, special membrane protein. Facilitated diffusion requires the proteins or the special membrane proteins, and we also call them as the transport proteins or the carrier proteins, etc., right? Special membrane protein to transport substance across the membrane. Option E is the correct answer, not ATP, and not a protein inhibitor, right? Okay, but inhibitor can stop the process. Okay, but the process requires a special membrane proteins here, right? So option A is the correct answer, right? Then question number 13. What is there? Which process undergoes saturation? Okay, which process undergoes saturation, right? Facilitated diffusion, active transport, then simple diffusion, then both A and B, right? Okay, and here in which process we can observe the saturation here? Both A and B, right? Even in facilitated diffusion as well as in active transport. Okay, the um, the protein transporters, okay, they will be saturated. The process will occur till the protein the transport proteins are being used or saturated. We already studied this concept, right? Okay, so for question number 13, option D becomes the correct answer. Okay, then question number 14. which of the following transport is not highly selective? Not highly selective. Okay, and option E is facilitated diffusion, then active transport, then simple diffusion, all of these, right? And here uh, not highly selective means simple diffusion, okay, is the correct answer. Okay, because facilitated diffusion and active transport are selective processes. Okay, and during this kind of transport, they will allow only the selected substances or molecules to pass through the membrane, but diffusion is not like that, it can occur randomly, right? Okay, so option C is the correct answer, right? Okay, then let us move on to the next question. Question number 15. What is there? Identify A, B and C in the given figure. Identify A, comma B and C in the figure. Okay, and even this diagram is there in your textbook. Figure, you can refer figure 11.1. The concept is facilitated diffusion, right? Okay, the diagram is related to facilitated diffusion, right? And here we have to identify the labelings A, B and C here. Okay, A stands for what here? A stands for transport protein, then B stands for transported molecule, then C refers to membrane, right? So option B becomes the correct answer here, option B. Okay, then let us move on to the next question. Question number 16. Question number 16. Okay, what is there? Where are pouring proteins present? Okay, and remember there is a small mistake in the question here. Where are porins? Okay, porin. Okay, you can remove the G here. Where are porin proteins present, right? Okay, the options are like this. A is outer membrane of plastid, then inner membrane of mitochondria, then inner membrane of some bacteria, then outer membrane of ribosomes. Okay, and here according to the question, option A becomes the correct answer here. Option A becomes the correct answer. Outer membrane of plastid. Okay, and I will tell you the information which we have studied already. The porins. Okay, the porins are proteins. The porins are proteins that form large pores in the outer membranes of plastids, then mitochondria and some bacteria, allowing molecules up to the size of small proteins to pass through, right? Okay, this is the correct answer. But according to the question number 16, which is the correct option here? Option A only. Option A only, right? Okay, then let us move on to next question. 17. Choose the total number of correct statements from the following. Okay, and here how many statements are there? 4 statements are there. We have to check or identify the correct statements among the following, right? And for question number 17, what are the different options here? Some channels in membrane are always open, right? And this is correct only. Okay, some channels in membrane are always open, some are closed, right? This is correct only. And what is the second statement here? Porins allow the passage of molecule of size up to small protein. This is also correct. Then water channel made up of 8 different type of aquaporins. This is also correct, right? Then facilitated diffusion is very specific. Okay, this is also correct only. Okay, so number of correct statements means all are correct only, so option D becomes the correct answer. Okay, option D, right? And let us move on to the next question. Question number 18. Okay, and what is the question here? Some transport proteins allow diffusion only. Some transport protein allow diffusion only if two types of move together in the same direction. such a type of transport is called. Such a type of transport is known as, uh, it is said to be symport. Option A is the correct answer. Okay, you can easily identify the answer here. Okay, and these questions are related to the concept. Okay, what is there after facilitated diffusion? We are going to study a small concept called as passive symports and antiports. Okay, the questions are related to this one, right? And here, for question number 18, option A is the correct answer. Okay, then question number 19, what is there? If two types of molecules move together in opposite direction, such a type of transport is known as. Okay, and for question number 19, we can identify it as the antipode. Option B is the right answer. Okay, then question number 20, when the molecule move across in a membrane independent of other molecules through carrier protein, the process is known as. Okay, and for question number 20, what is the answer here? It is said to be uniport. It is said to be uniport, right? And let us move on to the next question, question number 21, right? 21, what is there? A transport a transport which uses energy to pump molecules against a concentration gradient is known as. Okay, what are the different options here? One is diffusion, then second one is facilitated diffusion, then third one is active transport, then fourth one is all of these, right? And here, uh, the correct option will be active transport only. Okay, a transport which uses energy means what here? ATP, to pump molecules against a concentration gradient. Okay, against a concentration gradient means what here? The movement of substances or molecules from lower concentration to the higher concentration. Okay, it is known as active transport, right? And remember, it is also called as uphill transport, right? Okay, so option C is the correct answer, right? Then question number 22, what is there? Proteins in the membrane responsible for facilitated diffusion and active transport. So some common characteristics like, okay, what are the common characteristics here? Four options are like this. One is common characteristics. One is being highly selective. Then second one is being liable to saturate. Then third one is responding to inhibitor. Then fourth one is being regulated by hormones, right? And for question number 22, option D is the right answer. All of these. Okay. Now, some common characters with relation to facilitated diffusion and active transport. Okay. They are being highly selective, being liable to saturate, then respond to inhibitors, then being regulated by hormones. Okay. And what the fourth statement is there, okay, this can be applied in case of the human physiology part, right? But this is also correct. Okay, so option D is the correct answer, right? Okay, then let us move on to the next question, question number 23. Okay, and here we have the diagram based question. Identify the parts A to E given in the figure. And remember, one more thing I want to tell you, the diagram based questions. Okay, the diagram based questions normally they used to ask previously in the AIPMT examination. Okay, but right now, that is from 2 to 3 years, since 2 to 3 years, they are not asking in NEET examination diagram based questions. Okay, and in KCET examination, few diagram based questions will be there, like three or four. Okay, 3 or 4 diagram based questions will be there in biology part. Okay, but not in if we analyze um, 3 to 4 NEET exam papers, recent NEET exam papers, there will be no diagram based questions in NEET paper, right? Okay, but we can understand, no problem. Okay, however, it will help for KCT examination, right? Okay, then this is the diagram showing the facilitated diffusion. Okay, the similar diagram is there in figure 11.2 in page number 177. Okay, and here we have to identify the labelings like A, B, C, D, E, right? And here we can easily identify it. 23, the uh, option is C. E is carrier point. Okay, you make a correction here. Okay, A is not a carrier point, carrier protein. Carrier protein you mention like this, or you try to understand like this, right? A is carrier protein, B is antipode. Okay, B is antipode B, then C is sympode B, then D is unipode A, then E is antipode A. Okay, and try to understand the question. Option C is the correct answer, right? Option C is the correct answer for this diagram. Okay. Mm, Then question number 24. What is there? Identify A, B, and C shown in this table. Okay. And this what this table shows. Already we have studied about this table. It explains about the comparison of different transport mechanisms, right? And here for question number 24. Okay, what will become the answer here? Option C. Okay, option C. Okay. Mm, for 24 it is option C. It means what here? For A alphabet we can mention no. It requires simple diffusion. Requires special membrane proteins. A can be mentioned as no. Then B can be mentioned as yes. Okay. In case of facilitated transport. Okay. It transport saturates. It is yes only. Then C, in case of active transport you can mention it as yes. Okay, uphill transport it is yes only, right? Okay, so the correct option is option C for question number 24, right? And question number 25. 25, what is the question here? Select the incorrect statement from the following. Select the incorrect statement from the following. Okay, and how many statements are there? 6 statements are there. Okay, let us study the, or let us observe all the statements. One is a watermelon has over 92% of water. This is correct only. Then second one, most herbaceous plants have only about 10 to 15% of its fresh weight as dry matter. This is correct only. Then third one, woody parts of the plant have very little water. This is also correct. Okay, then fourth one is the seed. Seed is without water. This is incorrect statement, because if we observe the seed it looks like dry, but still it contains a small amount of water. Otherwise we cannot say that the plant is or the seed is living and respiring, right? Okay, so 4 is the fourth statement is the incorrect statement, right? And let us see about the fifth statement, right? Mature corn plant absorb almost 3 liters of water per day. This is correct one. Then sixth one, mustard plant absorbs water equal. Okay, you make it as correct, not apical, equal, equal to its own weight in about 5 hours, right? Okay, and what is the correct option here? Option C. Only fourth statement is incorrect. Option C is the right answer, right? And question number 26. What is there? Water is often a limiting factor for plant growth dash in both dash environments. Totally three blanks are there. This is a fill in the blank type of question. Okay, and here for question number 2, 26, option E is the correct answer. Okay, water is often a limiting factor for plant growth and productivity in both agricultural and natural environments. Okay, this we have already studied. Okay, and this concept comes in plant water relations, right? Okay, you can mm, refer the answer for this one in page number 179, right? Okay, and the next question number 27. The major similarity between active transport and facilitated diffusion is that. Okay, what is that one? The options are like this: both consume ATP, then both are passive, then both are non-selective, then both require membrane proteins. Okay, and here option D is the correct answer. The major similarity between active transport and facilitated diffusion is that both require membrane proteins, right? Option D is the correct answer, right? Then question number 28. Question number 28. A watermelon has approximately dash amount of water. Okay, a watermelon has approximately 92% of water. Okay, option D is the correct answer, right? And let us move on to the next question. Question number 29. Which of the following has minimum amount of water? Minimum amount of water. What is that one? Minimum amount means uh, the options are like this. One is leaf, then second one is flower, then epidermal cell of root, then fourth one is cork, right? Okay. um, cork. Okay, cork is also called as what here? Phellem. Okay, the outermost part in the stem axis, right? Okay, it will be a little bit hard only, but it contains a minimum amount of water. Okay, in cork region we can find the suberized cells, right? Okay, and for question number 29, option D is the right answer. And remain regarding the cork, you have studied this terminology. You have studied in plant anatomy part, right? Regarding the cork, what is cork? Okay, you can go through the chapter, that is anatomy of flowering plant, to understand the terminology, right? But here leaf, flower, epidermal cell of root, normally they will contain more water, but minimum amount of water means it will be present in the almost dry part called as the cork region, right? Okay, option D is the right answer. Then question number 30. What is there? Select from the following which one is moved by active transport, right? Four different statements are there. Okay, uh, and here Na plus amino acid in proximal convoluted tubules, right? And remember, this first statement is related to human physiology part, that is excretion, but this is correct only. Then second one, absorption of most minerals by epidermal cells of the root, right? Epidermal cells of the root, this is also correct. Then Na plus K plus pump, okay, this is also correct. Okay, then the next one, Na plus K plus pump, it can be observed both in plant physiological processes as well as in human physiological processes. This is also correct. Then fourth statement, loading of sucrose from companion cell to sieve tube cells. This is during the food translocation, right? Okay, and here when we see all the statements, all seems to be correct only. So uh, option D, all of these are the correct statement, right? Correct statement only. Okay. And all will move by the active transport mechanism only. Okay. And um, I'll stop here and let us discuss the other multiple choice questions related to the one more concept. um, the other concept. Okay, what is that one? Plant water relations. Okay, and in that mainly the water potential concept. Water potential concept, right? Okay, I will stop here. From question number 31 onwards, I will discuss in the next YouTube class. Okay. Thank you for patient hearing or watching the YouTube class, right?